Hi guys, we are back with Risk and Hustle. I am Tatiana.
And I am Val, and we are in our bar today.
Yeah, we keep moving around the house and just trying to figure out. Actually, this room was supposed to be the original room that we were going to podcast in.
Actually, this is my man cave, but okay.
Yeah, but when you created your man cave, we were like, oh, this will be a great room for us to do the podcast.
Right.
But the ceilings are a little high, so the sound might be off. But we have amazing new mics, apparently, the best of the best.
I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, this used to be my spot. You have the whole house, and now you got to take over this too. So, wonderful.
I mean, it's half. It's the podcast. It's not.
Half
it's
of
your podcast,
what?
too. Is it just my podcast?
I have literally 300 square feet of the house.
What are you talking about? He's so dramatic. It's the holiday season.
Oh, yes.
By the time you guys listen to this, it is Christmas Eve. We're releasing this on Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I hope your holiday is filled with a lot of joy, happiness, love, and everything else.
And health.
Yes, health. I forgot health. But yes,
most
important. Yeah. So this podcast is not about the glamorous part of the holidays. I am not going to sit here and talk about being productive, motivational, or wrapping up the year so perfect, because for some reason, December seems to be really stressful for me. Always.
Just for you?
I don't know.
I think it's for everybody.
You drive me crazy in December a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you actually drive me crazy year round, but December, you're a little extra.
You know, they say liquor stores sell the most alcohol on December.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but I think it
Guys,
probably is.
And we're sitting at a bar, and this is our bar in our house, but we're not really drinkers. Like, we're social.
We're not drinkers. We're just drinking, you know.
But we are. Cheers.
Yep. Cheers. We're not drinkers. We're just drinking.
We just thought it would be fun to do it in the bar, for our holiday special. I really needed a drink. It's night. The kids are hopefully off to bed shortly. But we're gonna get through this podcast because I said that we would. And I don't want to skip weeks. I mean, we started something and I want to be committed. This was my goal for 2025, was to launch a million other goals. No, actually, we didn't have a lot of goals this year.
No, we didn't.
We really didn't. Last year, we did a lot. We opened up both of our locations, and that was really stressful. And this year, I think our biggest goal was to travel and enjoy a little bit, like book travel in advance. And we did. I mean, we started the year.
You don't think that was a lot of work too?
Oh, I mean, the planning was absolutely.
I think everything has,
But
it's
how
been
amazing. I mean, we did start just kind of looking back, and I feel like this week has been really stressful. And I had a moment that we just kind of, I feel like December, you look at, you're supposed to end the year strong and be grateful for everything. And believe me, I'm so grateful. But it's really, it's just a crazy month a little bit, because I think our business is so busy and hectic during the year. And I'm saying it's busy year round, but crazy in the summer months. And then December, things slow down a lot. Business, like financially, I guess, like sales wise for the stores, but for us, it doesn't. Yeah. I almost feel like the summer, even though we're busier sales wise, it's less stressful. In the winter, it's stressful.
Well, it's because it's the end of the year and we're trying to finish everything, trying to make sure we're reaching our goals, making sure like our sales are.
And I'm such a numbers person, and this is where December really, gets to me a little bit, because you look at our year and you're either really close to meeting your goals or, met your goals or above your goals. And having 5 stores, each store is at a different stage and they're very different from each other. And
that's basically everybody else. It's the same way. You can't, if you had every single store do the same.
I know, but I think as founders, we're constantly trying to make sure they're all amazing, and I really
they
want
all are
them.
Amazing.
They all,
because some of them don't do as good as the other ones. It's like a, I don't know how to call it, but it's like up down. They're all basically in the same.
I know, but there's some that, but there are some that could do better.
Yeah.
Or I think they can do better.
I think you could do better.
What do you mean? I could do a better husband? Why are you saying that?
Oh,
I could do better. What do you mean?
Nothing. I think I'm just a little tired today.
Tired?
Yeah, I don't even know what time
we
it is.
didn't even do a lot today.
I know. It's my Sunday.
It's the weekend. This is our Sunday. So you guys are here. We're launching this on Wednesday, which is Christmas Eve.
I like to
But this is our Sunday, and it's a very chill.
It's the only day I get to just relax and enjoy my kids. But it's a chaos with you no matter what. Every day, we have to do everything.
I committed to this podcast, and we have to record. We have to stay consistent. We have to do it.
Know people how we feel about the holidays. You want me to tell them how I really feel about the holidays?
I think you should. How do you really feel about the holidays?
Honestly, I am sick of it. I am so tired of these holidays every year. I feel like I used to enjoy it, and it sucks because I do enjoy the holidays because of your kids. But lately, it's just been...
Because of the kids. You said your kids.
Well, because of the kids.
Just the kids,
The kids, they enjoy it. I used to enjoy it too, but now it's just, I feel like every year it just gets crazier and crazier. But
it's not.
But it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like on top of that, it's not just the business. And then we got to go visit families. We got to see families, some people that we like and some people that we don't like. And it's just been a little bit too stressful. And I don't know what it is, but I don't even know. Like, the older I get, the more alone I want to be.
Did you just hear yourself?
No.
You just said people that you like and then people you don't like. What does that mean?
I don't know. There's people that we like. I don't like. There's people. Not that I dislike them, but there's some people that I don't want to be in the same room with. Probably.
A lot of our family members are not listening to this, so I guess you can just air it out.
I already said it today. I was like, everybody else is listening, but then you ask our own family, are you guys listening? No, where is it? Like, where? So it drives me crazy. So you know what? At the end of the day, maybe if I talk shit about them, they'll probably listen. So be it. Just, let them hear this. Some of you I don't like, and some of you I love.
Yeah.
Majority of your family I love. I think it's part of some of my family that I dislike. But we're not seeing them this year, so it's good.
So every other year we visit my brother, and he lives in Michigan. So this year, we're going to Michigan, and we're driving.
Yes, instead of being somewhere nice and a beautiful weather.
But we've never been in a beautiful weather for Christmas.
But we left
Christmas Day last year. Yes. Last year we left Christmas Day, and that was the start of my traveling year. So we left Christmas Day to Aruba, and we spent New Year's
That was
Eve
the best year ever.
Dancing on the beach. It was just literally a dream come true.
I definitely recommend that.
And I said we're going to do it every single year. I was like, we are doing this vacation every single year, and here we are a year later. And we did not book a beach vacation.
That's because you want to go to Michigan. I mean, who wants to go
That's not the point.
Michigan.
We can still go to Michigan for Christmas, but then we could have still flown out for like New Year's. There's still time.
No,
it's never too late to book the trip.
You got to leave like the Christmas day like we did last time.
Yeah, but a week, honestly though, a week was a little long in Aruba.
Hell no, that was amazing.
I would have been okay leaving, like being there for like 4 or 5 days.
I would have stayed 10 days there. I wouldn't even come for the whole month of January. Just skip the cold.
You talk like that, but then you're sitting on your phone and on the computer working anyway.
There's nothing wrong with working. I can still work, but at least be in the nice weather so I don't have to, be in this freezing cold every day.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to do in here but work. But at least if I can work from home, I could still do it from there.
I guess.
In a nice beach.
Yeah.
You know, lay.
But it's not a trip. This
Read.
is what I mean. I think that's the problem.
What is the problem?
Because
Everything is a problem.
We do have.
There's no problems, only solutions.
We have managers at all the locations, so we are not necessarily needed on a daily basis anymore.
Oh, we're not needed now?
So we could work from anywhere, okay?
Anywhere in the world.
Yes, which is great, right?
Should we go to Dubai? You ever been there?
But when we go on vacation, we should be able to be present and check out.
We do. The first 2 days, maybe.
And then you're checking in.
What's the point? You know, I mean, we're still enjoying it, but then sometimes it's still exciting. You got to work.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Do you think that's a problem?
No, I don't see it as a problem.
Does that stress you out that you can never fully check out? Like
If
the
it
only days
stresses
we
me
check
out-
out is when we're closing.
If it stressed me out, I wouldn't do it. I do it because I like it.
Okay.
You know, that's the whole point. I don't think you should be doing anything.
But sometimes I'm not sure if you like it.
No, of course I like it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it. Then I would
Right.
pick something else and do it. You know, but
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. I like it. I like to see what's happening, what's going on, making sure things are going well. You know, that's part of us being involved. Or
Yeah.
else we could just sit there and, you know, do nothing but
Yeah.
without work. What else are we going to do?
What do you feel like stresses you out the most in December?
Oh my God, you.
What is that supposed to mean? Me?
What do you want me to say? You told me to be real, so I'm being real.
Okay.
What stresses me out the most? You.
How?
Presents, family. You know how I feel about family. I mean, I love families, but when it comes to it, like this time of the year, for some reason, it just feels too much to me. And I think you just put so much pressure about like what we need to do and like, you know, buying everybody things and, you know, and we're always last
But
minute.
we really don't. I feel
And
like,
it's-
I mean, yes, there's a lot of kids and stuff to buy for. But even so, I think even last year with not going to Michigan, you're still stressed because when it's not my family, it's still your family.
I get it, but that's what I'm
and
saying.
it just,
like,
it's
we can-
never.
Can we just push them away and just tell them like, listen, you know, I get it. Christmas is supposed to be about family, whatever.
It is.
But I feel like it's a little too much. It's too much pressure. I just feel like everybody's just getting all like, oh, we got to do this. Oh, we got to do that. I just want to chill.
You just want to go lay down on the
I just
couch
want to
and
go
chill.
and just relax. Like that's my relaxing time.
I know, but
you
my
know?
brother's
But it
been
doesn't
calling you and
feel like
saying,
that.
hey, like, we're going to have cigars. He's all excited
What
about
kind
it.
of liquor do you want? What kind of
Yeah.
food should we get? What kind of this? What kind of that? Like,
But you know, like I think that's stressful too, that they're hosting. And
get
if I
it.
was hosting them,
I
they've
don't
come
care.
here. You
I
don't
just
Yeah, but see that it isn't like that because we're always stressed. Like let's make sure, you know, we have the good alcohol for them. Let's make sure we have food.
just
There's
don't
like
think
so
why,
many kids.
I don't understand why people care so much. Like, you know, if to be honest with you, wherever you go, you should bring your own. If it's something you really enjoy drinking,
Yeah.
then you should bring it yourself.
Are you bringing
That was-
alcohol? You're bringing something to my brothers?
Absolutely, I'm gonna bring a bottle.
are you
of something
bringing?
I'm gonna bring my Hennessy. I'm just gonna bring a little bottle of
When
Hennessy.
have you ever drank
I
Hennessy?
love sipping on Hennessy, especially if I'm relaxing. That's
What
what
are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about? I sit right here. I've even made videos, and I drink Hennessy. I mean, one of my favorites is Jack and Coke, which I'm drinking right now. But I do like to sip on Hennessy, especially like, you know what? That's part of what you don't know about me. When you stress me out, I come and take a little sip. When the kids stress me out, I come and take a little sip of that. That's what takes it away from me.
When are you sitting here at
That's
the bar?
you don't know. So that's the good thing that you don't know. This is why I call this my man cave. This is where I come
I
to
guess
just
this
chill
is our
and
new
relax.
therapy session. This
Yes.
is like couples therapy. We switched it up.
It's like I can't have anything, man. You know, like everything I do, which by the way, it's always that way. You know, poor men. No matter what we say, unfortunately, everything we do,
God.
we always got to listen to the women,
I just can't.
right? Because they just love to just pretend that they, you know,
What are you saying? Pretend that they what?
nothing. I got to stop talking because I'll probably sleep on the couch.
Do you understand how much pressure it is for like we have to keep everything together?
We are keeping everything together.
No, we, meaning me, like women, keep it all together.
Well,
you have no
because
idea
you
what's
guys
on the
stress
Christmas
on-
list.
I
You don't
don't.
know what the kids want. You
Kids-
don't know what's for dinner. You don't know when, the
All right,
the
that's
house
fair.
was cleaned. Like,
Oh, that's the house is cleaned. The cleaning people clean
The
it.
laundry.
The laundry. Okay, we have a person for that too. But I mean, no, you. I mean, today you
Oh
did
my
it. Okay,
gosh.
but it's not like you do it every day. So let's talk
I
about
can't.
kids' presents. All right, kids. Let's talk about kids' lists. Okay,
Right.
Since we're talking about that, what drives me crazy and the most, which every time we sit at dinner, and you heard me even tonight. For me, it's not about what they want. It's what they get, and what we're giving them needs to be very careful, because what we're teaching them also, it's not the right way, and especially where we came from, we basically had none of this.
right.
So, and this is where like I get stressed out too, is because when I say like sometimes even going to your family and going to my family, it kind of works both ways. As you know, I'm not really big on giving too much, because I just feel like they need to appreciate it more than
You're saying with our kids.
with our kids.
Well, it's not that you're not on giving, because see, I get annoyed. Like a month ago, for instance, right? You went to buy London cleats or something. I forgot what you went to buy him at the soccer place. I asked you to go pick up a jersey.
Yeah.
Yes. So you went to pick up a jersey, and then you were like, they just got a delivery of the World Cup ball.
Yes.
So I had to buy it for him. But that was like a month ago. That would have been a perfect present to add for Christmas.
I don't think that, I want him to have things as a memory from me, not just, oh, Santa's going to get me this. Oh, Santa's going to get me that.
But we always split it. We always do like Santa gifts, and then we say our gifts.
Say, like, you put everything under the tree. You make them think that, like, oh my God, the Santa Claus guy is literally giving them the best things ever.
That's not true.
Are you kidding me?
I always write like on the labels. We always do like the really simple things.
Yeah.
Okay, that's from Santa, and then we give the nicer
You
thing.
heard what he said today. Nintendo Switch. Santa Claus is going to get that for me.
And
$500.
And Santa Claus is giving a $500 Nintendo. And then we were like, and then my daughter's like, no, he's not buying it. The elves are making it. And that's what they're both saying, like, oh no. And we're like,
this is the stuff that drives me insane with it, that I feel like everywhere we go, and same thing like with my sister, they just overdo on things, even with my kids, like buying them all these things that I think are unnecessary. And like you asked them today, for example, you're like, do you remember all the stuff you got last year? Majority of them, they don't.
I mean, Luna did not, but I feel like London remembered most of it.
You said
'Cause he
most
had
of
some
it,
major.
but some of the stuff, because he's also like older. But for them, it's become one of those things that they just want to open things, but they don't care what's in it. And I think that's been a problem.
Okay, so both of them really did not have a list this year.
They didn't have a list this year?
So Luna did not give me a list at all.
Your son had weights, cleats, balls, jerseys, Nintendo Switch, all these things. That's not a list for you? They don't just ask for one or two things. They go and this is what I'm saying is like when you guys say a list, just because they write a list doesn't mean you give them everything that they ask
on the list,
for.
Right.
And that's become a problem with all these parents, that they think like, well, my kid asked for this, this, and this, and this, and that, and I got to get it. No, you pick one or two things, and that's what you get, because at least they remember that.
Yeah.
You get them 10 things, they're opening things in there.
Really, like, what is the right number? Like, how many gifts should each kid have?
Listen, I remember when we went to my sister, and I thought it was crazy, and then I went to your brother, and just seeing
I really think your sister had more than my brother.
There's no way.
Okay, your sister has 2 kids. My brother has like the Brady Bunch.
Well, whatever.
So
between her,
they were equal,
Yeah.
but he had way more kids, and your sister only has
but
2
still,
kids.
like each one of those kids had like 10 different things.
Okay.
And they just kept it. It was just like an all day opening presents.
Right.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, here's my, a refugee kid that barely had any of this stuff, like maybe
Right.
one thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's be honest. We don't celebrate Christmas, but we celebrated New Year's. That you make fun of me about that.
Val says that Santa Claus came for New Year's and not Christmas. So
We're not going to debate this right now, okay? This is not the time because we debate this all the time.
you know that there's like a meme with like an Albanian guy saying that.
Yes, we get it. But that's the way we grew. And if you ask anybody, majority of the people there, they'll tell you. I mean, that's how we were raised. We were raised with a different religion, so our Santa Claus came for New Year's. For you guys, it came for Christmas, which, again, it still doesn't make any sense why he comes for Christmas.
Why does he come for New Year's?
I don't know.
Okay,
I never really read the
so
story.
why does it matter?
I know that I know the story. I remember when we argued about this one time. I went and read it, and it kind of explains that Santa Claus actually came from Turkey. Which
all right, I am not
okay.
We're not going to sit here and talk about this.
At the end of the day, Coca-Cola is the one that made it, so it has nothing to do with any of the religion. Okay, so let's just go back and forth on this.
Geez.
But I'm telling you right now, Santa Claus doesn't come for Christmas either, and Christmas is supposed to be about Jesus' birthday, right?
Yeah, obviously, and I think that's where it gets to me because I want the kids to understand like the religious background of Christmas and how the meaning of that, and that it's not about just gifts.
That 95% of the kids nowadays don't even.
I understand
know
that, but I was really proud of my kids this year, like really proud, because Val told them like, "Hey, we're going to Michigan, but do you want to go on like a family trip? You can go anywhere you want to go." And they chose to go to Michigan to spend it with family. They want to be around family.
Yeah, because they have their cousins. And
I mean, that's pretty amazing. I think if I was a kid and my parents are asking me that, I don't know, wouldn't you have said Disney World?
I didn't have that choice. I didn't even know what Disney World was.
I mean, I just thought it was really cute.
Are you kidding
me? I love
me?
that. And even like I was talking to my brother today and he said the same thing. His kids, even the older ones, because they're older now in high school and everything, and they're all calling like, when is Aunt Tati and Uncle Val coming?
Well, listen,
they want
kids,
it. So
I grew up with my cousins, and that was the most exciting time for us, especially on weekends. For us, it was every weekend and everything. Like we've always spent, our family was always close. So I had a lot of cousins, which I still do, but they're far away now. But we spend a lot of time together, and that's, I remember the most happiest times were when we all were together. So I understand how they are, and it makes me feel good too that they're really close, even though they're far all the way in Michigan, which is 10 hours away. They still talk to each other, and as much as we hate the technology nowadays, imagine if we didn't have it.
Right.
They wouldn't even know each other.
Maybe.
So they sit there and they talk to each other, they play together. So sometimes we got to think of that stuff, that's how they connect. Back in the day, we didn't have that, but thank God they were closer, so we got to see them. They don't, and that's how they see it. Like you saw her today, I took her iPad out and all she wanted to do is just talk to her cousin and play together. That's how they connect. She's all the way in Switzerland. She's all the way here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if I had my cousins that far?
We told her, like, you'll call her later. And she's like, I can't
She was
call
shaking.
her later. She's going to be sleeping.
Yeah, because the time
because
difference.
of 6-hour time difference. So
it's I'm glad at least, as much as we hate this technology nowadays, I think it's good for them because at least they get to connect and communicate. Because like I said, if they didn't have that, they wouldn't even know each other.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know my sister's kids.
I know. So then it's just kind of like what the balance is, right? Because I cannot stand electronics. I think that's why we make sure the kids have activities after school and we keep them busy.
Well, we give it to them on the weekends. We made a deal, and I
know, but lately I just feel like, especially in December, our weekends have been at home a lot because we're catching up on a lot of work stuff still. So yeah, they've been on, electronics for many hours.
I think the problem, what you don't understand is that work is never going to stop. I think we think this December is the hardest because we're stressed out. We're trying to finish our numbers. We're trying to get everything done and get through the holidays. I think we're more stressed because we just think, oh, the holidays are coming. We got to hang out with family, but we got to finish this and we got to finish that. So it does get stressful. Honestly, for me, I can't wait till this month is over.
It's just December, even though I just think there's a lot happening, right? Because we have a lot of different promotions that we're doing for customers and in stores. And then obviously we have our staff that it's not like we forgot about them. I'm super grateful for our staff. I love them all. But just trying to figure out like, okay, what do we do for staff? We got to get this done, and still making sure we're ready, but then also ready to launching next year. Like, what do we do different? How do we start the year fresh and exciting? So I honestly feel like I'm always behind and I can't catch up.
We're always going to be behind. No matter, once we launch the new items, there's always something else. It's always going to be like that. But if we keep just stressing,
I know. But then
stressing,
I think, we also have done a lot of this on our own. Yes, we have amazing managers, but we handle the behind the scenes. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
And it's a lot, and I don't know if anybody realizes how much goes into adding a new item, making a change in these promos. It's not just adding the new item in one store. It's adding the new items in 5 locations, and you need pictures and you need descriptions. And, the list goes on and on. It doesn't end.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of life, unfortunately. Everybody's got different issues and problems. We got to just keep moving forward and stop thinking about it and just get it done. It'll get done when it gets done. Unfortunately, you're never going to catch up, and when you do catch up, something else pops up. So, we had this year's been a pretty good year. I think, I feel like I didn't accomplish what I should have. I think this year, I know that last year was a crazy year.
We didn't really have any big goals for this year, though. My goal was really just to slow down, travel, and spend time.
But I feel like we slowed down a little too much.
Right.
A little too much. I mean, I love that we made a lot of memories. I'm not regretting anything that we've done. We had a lot of, fun, and, the kids got to create a lot of memories this year, and it was great. It's just personally, I feel like that's how I feel like we're behind, because we didn't do as much as we should.
Do you feel like the stores suffer because of?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you saw it. We can make excuses and say things just like everybody else says. Oh, well, the economy is this. The economy. Listen, you want to talk about the economy? If the economy was so bad, restaurants, food, supermarkets wouldn't be full. Everywhere you go, people are still spending money. It's not that.
Yeah, but there are places closing left and right.
Yes, they are. Unfortunately, that's just, again, it's one of those things that I also believe that if you're not taking care of it and you kind of giving up, it's going to happen. You got to, and that's the issue that I think we've had this year too, that I've been feeling, that we weren't as present as we should have been. And as you saw, the business went down a little bit. So I think this year we got to focus.
I know, but when you say the business went down,
sales wise, I feel like as much as you think, I mean, some of the stores did better, but I also think that some of the stores that were closer are doing better because we're here. Mm-hmm. Some of the other ones that are a little further that were not as involved.
Those are the ones that need more attention.
So I do believe that you have to put in the work and making sure that, I think what sells is us. And sometimes when we let go of that, which is hard, and I hate to say that, because what happens if we have 20, 30 of them? We're never going to be able to be on all of them.
Right.
So we have to figure out
I think it's our job to make sure that we have strong enough leadership at each store to be able to run the store. But we have it sometimes. The problem is you don't let go and trust them fully.
I'll never trust anybody fully.
I know, and I guess that's the problem a little
bit. It's
It's
about, when you create something, you're always going to know, and I'll say it, nobody's ever going to do the work that you'll do yourself. And I'm not expecting that, but I'm just saying that I know that I also believe in the energy that sometimes when I don't go to a place for like a month, for example, you could tell right away that the business starts dropping. It's because the energy is just not there. Mm-hmm. So I believe in that energy that we need to be present. We need to show not just for our customers, but also for our staff. They like to see us there, at least supporting. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the way the circle works.
Yeah.
So if we don't do that, then we keep just focusing on, making new items and doing this and that. I think what needs to happen is eventually we're going to have to hire some people that can actually do that kind of part. So we're not focusing on making new recipes now. Well,
I think I always look at our overall sales and what's selling and what's not. So I'm always trying to figure out better ways to fix. Like, for instance, right?
You're always trying to find
and just to fix things. So right now when things slow down, we have like 2 different types of cucumbers, like one for a juice, one for a salad. And I always just thought it was kind of like ridiculous. And I don't spend a lot of times in the store in operation. So then I hear like, oh yeah, these type of cucumbers are going bad, more often. I'm like, why are we buying 2 different types of cucumber? And it's just been that way for so many years.
It's been like that for 10 years.
Not 10. I think we started one way and we switched along the way.
The first year that we started, we switched it to English cucumbers for salads and cucumber select, which they call, which is, and there's no really difference. They're just a little, I guess.
But anyway, I'm like, okay, even if it's not those, is there any other cucumbers that we can get that you can use for both? So it's all those things that I'm always questioning. And then Val gets kind of annoyed because he's just like, this is how it is. And I'm like, but why? So I want to fix it because I think if we're using one cucumber overall, then there's less
not
waste.
Like what's better or worse? I think it's what you like. I think I got used to it. I used to love eating English cucumbers as a kid with breakfast. So I always thought like, oh, maybe for salads are better.
So you know what I did? I came home, I grabbed both cucumbers and I cut them up and I made him eat it. And I asked him which one he liked more. And the one he thinks he likes more is not the one he actually chose.
Yeah, that's true.
So, sometimes you got to just change things up. Our goal, I think, is to really utilize our items, all of them, be with multiple items.
The business is always going to have a lot of work. We can sit here and talk about all the things that need to be changed. There's always improvement on everything.
Of course.
We have to just figure it out. Obviously, now this is the time that okay, you have a little bit more time. That's what we're going to work on. But the goal is not to sit there behind and just try to figure out what's working and what's not working and that. Because again, at the end of the day, we're not chefs, right? As much as we think we are, we're not. Let's be honest. We're business people. We're entrepreneurs. And we like to, grow the business and make it better. I think what we need to do, what I think is best is hire, again, a chef just like we did for our salads and do these things and then try new stuff. But while that's happening, we got to keep working in the business, the part where I do best, because I can't just sit around making recipes.
No, I get that. And I think it's just a combination. A lot of our stuff is not really like chef where we're coming up with crazy, ideas. Normally, we have a pretty good idea of what we want, what tastes good. We're testing out our booth shots, you know? And it's pretty basic things. It's not something I need a chef to tell me what kind is a detox shot and what's, not. These are a lot of recipes that I do at home anyway. So bringing it into the store is just bringing a little piece of what we normally do into the store and just changing it up. Even when I chop Caesar salad. I mean, I've been chopping up salads for years. I probably would have started with chopped salads, but you just thought it was too much to chop things up and
because I always felt like it just gets too soggy and mixing
and it does. But honestly, if you order a chopped salad and you know that it's mixed, then as a customer, I know I need to eat that right away.
Yeah. So what's crazy to me is that anytime something happens that goes viral, then everybody wants to have it, and then we always got to have it, which is fine. I love it. I enjoy it. making new things, but it's just we can't keep up with all these viral things.
But we can. We can keep up with it. And that's the beauty of it. And that's what I love about what we do is that we can easily bring new items in and implement it into all of our locations. So I think that's how you stay relevant and keep things interesting and fun. And it's not always about selling them. I just like the creation of it.
Yeah. It's a challenge.
Yeah, I get it.
But
I know.
We'll get through it. Anyways, these holidays have been, especially this one.
I think
I'm ready to.
December is a little, it's tough too because, our business is slower in December. And then you have all of our staff that, people are here. We have all of our college students back. And how do you please everyone? What's fair? Because a lot of times we cut hours or we don't bring people in because it's slower or there's a snow day and we have to close.
Unfortunately, it's just part of life and part of the business. You heard yesterday we met the other couple that said the same thing because I always feel bad. Like for me, it's the worst time of the year that it does slow down and then you got to cut down the hours.
And they call Val directly and they're like, hey, is it okay if I stay? And there's, 4 people working and you're just like,
there's
we really
nothing to
don't
do.
need 4 people standing around doing nothing. So I'm like, you have to send somebody home.
It's tough because listen, I've been there and, especially at the end of the year, you need money too. It's not that easy to go and just find another job somewhere. Nobody's just going to hire you for something most people already hired or they're slow themselves, so they don't need new staff. So I get the point, and then you have all these college kids that come that, helps us tremendously in the summer, which we need. But then they come in the winter and they're only here for a month. They need to work and we got to try to fit them in somewhere because nobody else is going to hire them for a month. So it gets stressful. So it's a lot, I get it. These holidays, they drive me insane because of all that stuff. So that's why I say at the end of the year,
I think as business owners, it's really the worst because you're closing out the year and, some stores are so close to hitting goals. Some have maxed the goals, killed it. And then there's some that are so behind and it's just such an up and down feeling. And I don't want to sound ungrateful, right? Because I literally last week I had a moment because I'm getting so much anxiety and oh my gosh, how can we fix this? How can we make things better? How can I duplicate what's working at the store amazing into this one store that's, not performing as well? And it's overwhelming, but I think that there's so many people with other bigger issues in life that you kind of forget, and like you just said, we didn't work hard enough this year. So then you just, I get that guilt too. I'm like, wow, so is this all of our fault? Did we take too many trips? Should we, what could we have done better?
It's not that we took too many trips. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that when we came back, we just got too much used to it. I think we got too comfortable. Everything was obviously running smoothly. Everything, this has been the year that...
But that was, I think, my goal from the start of the year was exactly what this year was about.
Well, because maybe we're just not used to. We're always basically on the run and trying to do everything.
It was still chaotic certain times.
Not like last year.
But no, this year you're saying. Last year was...
That's what I'm saying.
Last year was insane. I think we barely had one vacation. We took one trip last year, a family trip. And this year, I mean, gosh, how blessed, right? We started the year in Aruba, spring break in Switzerland, summer in Europe. I mean, Colorado for our anniversary trip. It was just, I feel like I even forgot stuff. We went to Greece. There were so many trips, but it was everything that was on my list, and everything that we wanted to do.
I think you accomplished all of that.
I did, but you're acting like it was just a me thing.
No, I'm not. Like I said, we did most of them were family trips. It was
a lot of your family trip.
Yes, well, we got to see most of my family in Europe, but it's not just family
but
trip.
it was a lot of your family trip, But the end of the year just comes and you're just like, oh my gosh.
Anyways, we're blessed to have amazing family. We're blessed to have everything what we have. I think we complain too much, just like we were complaining in this whole episode. But we are very thankful for everything.
No, we are, and that's what I mean. You can't complain. Like our kids are healthy. We're healthy.
We're healthy,
and that's all that matters.
Don't complain that we go visit my family, because thank God we have family all over Europe, because we love to travel in Europe and we always have places to go.
I know. I'm not complaining.
Now,
But
we've been traveling to Europe this whole time. Now we're gonna try to switch towards South America a little bit.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go to Brazil.
We do.
Can't wait to go to Brazil. This is gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just stay there. So
my dad lives in Brazil, and the kids have been asking for a really long time to go visit. So we have to make it happen.
This year, that's our next goal.
I think that might be the only vacation we take this year.
What are our goals for this year? Do you know?
I mean, I had said I wanted to sign 2 leases by the end of the year. We're close to possibly 1, but that's lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
And whatever, if 2's not meant to be right now, that's okay. I'm sure something else will happen. But do you feel like we accomplished anything this year?
No, absolutely not. I don't think we accomplished. I mean, we accomplished all these trips, but that's really it. I mean, what have we accomplished this year besides, going on vacation? Yes, the stores, thank God, they did great.
They did. I mean, really, but to accomplish everything we did this year and for our stores to be running and, still succeeding, I feel like
that's an accomplishment,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
And we celebrated 10 years since we opened our first location.
That's true, actually. We should be very thankful
But
for
that's
that.
what I mean. A lot of people don't make it. And I feel like, are we just not being grateful enough? I feel like we should be celebrating more right now. Like December, wow.
This is why I agree to disagree with these things. It's not that I'm not celebrating. It's not about a celebration. It's not that I'm not thankful and all. It's just in my head, I always feel like it's not enough. It's not enough. We have
not
a lot.
Enough?
It's not. What I'm saying is, we still have a lot of work to do.
Do you understand? You basically
10 years, 5 stores.
You feel
it's
like guilty for taking a break.
Absolutely, I do, because I don't think we're in the right time and place that we should be taking as much vacation. I mean, listen, like I said, I know we had a hard year last year, and it was very tough, and you wanted to do all these. Great, we did it. It's done, and I'm all about creating memories with our kids and everything. But I think somehow, somewhere, we need to slow it down a little bit, because I think we still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
We can still travel, but I think our focus also needs to be, we need to have goals in between those on what we're going to do to achieve, those goals, and not just vacation, come work for a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like we just didn't have any goals this year.
I get it, but why does it feel like December just feels heavy that way? No matter how successful or how much you do in a year, like last year, it was just a crazy year. Like it was such an overwhelming year, and I feel like we did so much. But in December, I still didn't feel
because we
like
actually accomplished something, even though we spend so much money last year between building, investing, and all that. It felt like an accomplishment.
But this did year, it? I don't know if it felt any less heavy than this month feels for me.
For me, absolutely. Because you know what? I had businesses now, 2 other businesses that were running.
Yeah.
They were doing well. But then now we got comfortable again. So, okay, everything when, is going well, everything is working and all that. For me, it's just like, okay.
You need something else.
What else? Yeah.
No, and I get it. I feel the same. I
can't just sit around and watch them, work. But then just keep taking vacation, because I just don't think we're at that stage in life to just keep taking vacations and not working at the same time. Because I totally agree. That's exactly what we did this year. Like, I don't remember a time where we really put in a lot of work.
Yeah. This year, you're saying. Yes. I know, but just think about that, right? This was 10 years in business. And there has been many years without any vacations.
Yeah. Well,
so, why does it feel so guilty that we took so many vacations?
I don't know why. Maybe because we weren't used to it. of having this kind of life. I think we were always so busy and running around and trying to figure things and what's next and what's going to happen. Are we going to make it? Are we going to survive? Is this the right thing? Are we doing the right thing? Are we taking this money and investing it right here or doing that? So it's always, our mind was always running. So this year was just kind of like steady.
I know,
steady,
but my
steady
point
down.
is that it still feels the same.
Not for me, not this year.
I feel like it still feels the same weight as it did when we, first open and, the holidays come and you're concerned about like, oh, I can't really afford to buy, the kids this or whatever. And then now you can't, I'm just saying like year one of opening the business and having all the struggles that we did.
I was like, when the hell did you even stop to say, hey,
I get it. And I'm just saying, exactly. So now it's not about, because you can go buy whatever's on that list, but then you don't really want to buy it because you're just like, are we spoiling them? Is this too much? When is enough? Or the vacations, right? Like how many vacations a year is okay?
Vacations, I don't think, see, like I don't mind vacations because I enjoy them for myself. And
but you were just saying we took too many.
No, I'm saying we took too many for 1 year that I think we could have put in some work somewhere.
Right.
I just feel like we had no time because every time we came back.
Well, it was like every other month.
Yeah. And then we went on vacation. So, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying in that certain way, like that we shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Buying things, yes, absolutely. I just don't think it's necessary to just keep spending on material that they
material for us or material for the kids.
I mean, I guess both.
Yeah.
But
we're not really material things, but when we do get material things, then it's like big things.
Yeah, but I like
it's
that.
It's the car, it's the boat.
No point I don't believe on buying jewelry and like going and switching my chains or my watches. I mean, as long as I have one or two watches,
right.
I'm not that type. Or like you, for example, or like we're not designer people, like Louis Vuitton or whatever the hell, like all these things that you like. Yes, you like some of those things.
I mean, I just have my classics. I don't need one every,
I can't
every
buy
season.
Gucci clothes. It's just not me.
Right.
I love plain. If I could, I'd wear black shirts and white shirts.
I mean, what do you mean if you could? That's what you wear. It looks like you're wearing the same thing, but you're not.
Sometimes I change it up a little bit because people make fun of me. They're like, oh, look, finally he wore a gray shirt or something like that. I'm just a plain guy. I like things simple. And I don't think, a brand defines anybody. And
that's fair.
I think it's just not necessary to go and spend money on something that's, it's necessary unless it's a car.
Oh, geez. See, that's on my list for next year.
It is?
No cars.
Oh.
But I need a new car because my lease is up.
Can I get a new one?
No.
Okay.
No, only the necessity. I really think next year should be our work year. We have 1 year on, 1 year off. Next year is our hustle hard.
Yes, I think honestly one of my biggest goals this year is to get some commercial real estate.
Okay.
Somehow, somewhere, I need to put it in between.
All right.
Or I need to buy.
So take a picture of it. Make sure it's on your screensaver. Do a vision board like I did.
Oh, God.
I
don't do vision boards. But
cut up the magazines.
They're all in my head.
You got to envision it.
There. I do envision it. It's in my head. I have to put it in my head. I don't need to see it every day to whatever. I need to just picture it in my head, and that's it. So I think that's our goal, at least my goal. And I don't know what yours is going to be this year.
I have a lot of goals this year.
Well, if you have a lot of goals,
you know why?
Accomplishment.
Because I turn 40 in the beginning of 2027.
You turn 39 in January.
So that's what I'm saying. So 2027. Yep. So I have 1 year to accomplish all my goals that I said I would do by the time I turn 40.
Wow. I'm not going to even ask what those are.
Some big stuff.
I'm not going to scare myself. Just keep those to yourself.
We'll talk
please.
about it maybe on a New
Maybe
Year
you could
episode.
write them down on your board.
I have a vision. You looked at it. I have
look
some
at
pictures in it. Maybe you don't
Can you believe
understand
we're gonna
it.
be 40? That's crazy. Oh my God.
It's so weird, right?
It is weird.
Like, why does that feel old?
I don't
But
know.
we don't. No, like I don't feel old, but the number seems old.
I remember when I used to think like, oh, that person is 40 years old. That used to.
That's what your staff thinks of you.
I know. Can you imagine?
Like
That's
this
crazy.
40-year-old man.
40-year-old man
wearing
what is
a
he doing
hat.
here? Making smoothies,
Right? It's like he's still 40 years old making smoothies.
dressed on sweats every day like a high schooler.
Yeah, right. You blend right in. I don't
I like to be
know.
comfortable.
I mean, listen, I'm just excited to start a new year. I'm excited to kind of finish this. Excited to go spend time with the kids and the family, as stressful as it is. I feel like it's great. And these are the memories that you actually, remember. And you'll love that 10-hour drive.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. 10 hours of driving. How is that fun?
Maybe we should bring the mics on the drive.
Yeah, probably not. Anyways, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
and
Christmas.
Happy New Year.
We may or may not take
Have
a
one.
break, actually, for New Year's. We
We'll
may
see
take
how
a
it
break.
goes. We'll see how we feel. Okay, I
see.
think we kind of need a break and then we'll be back. But
I don't know.
maybe we'll try to. If your family doesn't drive me crazy, maybe we'll shoot one in there. See how it is.
Yeah, exactly. We might have our first guest.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Merry Christmas.
Christmas and
Thank
Happy
you for
New Year.
listening. Make sure you subscribe, follow, and everything else. But
Whatever that
here we
means.
are. Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.